Welcome back, everybody, to the Dunk Shot, brought to you by Cadillac of New Orleans. It's Friday, once again, time for my Fearless Football Forecast. Let's hope I can keep the ball rolling, because I was 4-2 last week. Makes me 12-8 on the year, rolling in 2015. And bear with me, I'm fighting off a cold right now, so voice is a little sketchy right now, but I'll try and get through this without any interruptions. All right, on to the college football slate. And the big news this week, of course, the LSU Tigers is going to play host to the South Carolina Gamecocks. Instead of playing in Columbia, South Carolina, because of the historic flooding there, they've moved the game to Tiger Stadium, and a bad season for South Carolina only gets worse. I can't imagine a worse situation for Steve Spurrier's team. They just don't match up well with LSU to begin with, and now they've got to go on the road and play in a hostile environment like Tiger Stadium. 2:30 kickoff, ESPN showcase game for Leonard Fournette. I think LSU rolls in this one. They're 19-point favorites. I don't even know if South Carolina's going to be up for this game. I mean, they've already had a bad year. Now they got to go play a home game in Tiger Stadium. Take the Tigers in that one. The other game of local interest, of course, the Tulane Green Wave, fresh off a big win at home against Central Florida, going up to Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, and they're going to be playing the Temple Owls, a surprising 5-0 Temple team. I'm sorry, 4-0 Temple team. First time since 1974, Temple's been 4-0 over 40 years. Coach Rule doing a great job up there. They got a very stingy defense. They beat Penn State in their opener this year. But I think Temple will play this one close. They may not win the game. They're 14.5-point underdogs. But I think they keep this one close. I think it's going to be a defensive battle. And I think Tulane will be in this one in the fourth quarter. But I think Temple pulls it out. Temple's having a great season. So take Temple, but take Tulane in the points to win that game. My wild card game in college football is going to be the Penn State Nittany Lions at home, laying 6.5 points against Indiana. And my goal in this one is just basically I'm going against Indiana. They had a big emotional game last week at home against Ohio State. Came up short, pushed Ohio State to the limit. Now they've got to go on the road and play a good Penn State team who hasn't lost, by the way, since their opener against Temple. And I think Penn State just has the mental and tangible advantage in this one. I think they cover that 6.5-point spread. All right, on to the NFL. Speaking of the city of brotherly love, the Saints go up to Philadelphia. One day after Temple and Tulane tangle at the link, they will be playing the Philadelphia Eagles, and I don't think this game matches up well for the New Orleans Saints. I think they could win this game if they play as well as they did on Sunday night in some areas, and they've got some guys coming back. They could certainly win the game because Philadelphia is struggling right now offensively. They're not playing very well themselves, but I just got a feeling that the Saints are going to get the Eagles' A game. Terron Armstead might not play, which means Andres Pete might have to start at left tackle. And I just got a feeling that Philadelphia is going to play a lot better this week. They're 5.5-point favorites. I like the Saints to cover that 5.5 points, but I don't think they're going to win that game. I just got a feeling Philadelphia is going to be a very desperate team, and they're going to put things together for Chip Kelly because they really have their backs to the wall right now at 1-3. The other two games I like in the NFL, and this might surprise you, I like the Seattle Seahawks on the road, 3-point underdogs in Cincinnati, who's unbeaten at 4-0. Seattle hasn't played that well this year. I think they start getting back some of that championship form. I think they win the game straight up against Cincinnati. And I like the Oakland Raiders at home as 5-point underdogs against Denver to win that game straight up. I think that game means a lot more to Oakland than it does to Denver. And I think we have two unbeatens, the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos, that suffer their first losses of the season. All right, that's it for the Dunk Shot. Everybody have a great weekend. I'll see you right back here on Monday at NOLA.com. Take care.